Good morning to you once again on a Wednesday. Happy hump days. You're looking live over the downtown area. You got the slow moving train right over there in the distance, right across the river. And we're looking right now at mainly cloudy conditions, not so much in the way of fog, but there you can see 70 degrees. We've been locked in at this number for the past several hours. In fact, our overnight low and this morning's low, only 69 degrees, a full 20 degrees above where we should be this time of year. And oh, by the way, yesterday's high, well above where we should be, 85 degrees. In case you were wondering, that was not a record. We only missed it by 1 degree. Yesterday was 86 for the record high. Today's record high is 87, set way back in 1908. We're not going to touch up to that record for today, though. Still getting into the 80s. Scattered showers today. We've already had a couple of them, just enough to wet the ground. Increasing rain chances for this weekend, though. Talk about whether or not you need to actually change some of those outdoor weekend plans, and staying very much spring-like, even with the big rain chances. Even when the rain chances rise this weekend, it's still going to be warm in the low to mid 80s. Now, what we're seeing on radar, we're seeing on satellite, is pretty much exactly what the graph model said that we would have for today. Kind of picking a line, lining up right with the Baton Rouge area, and everything kind of deriving from the Gulf, moving from south to north. But you can see this is nothing overly taxing. We're looking at generally light to moderate showers, although the graph does suggest that as we get into the afternoon, we might see a little bit of an uptick in some of the activity out there. Might get a couple of thunder boomers in the afternoon. Be that as it may, we're not expecting anything severe. In fact, that's the best news I think I have right now of this forecast cycle. Even when the rain chances go up, it looks like the severe threat stays away from our neck of the woods. So we'll go 40% for today, knock it right back down to 0 tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow only a 20% chance. It's not that big of a deal. And then Friday we start to pump it up to 50%, and then we'll get even higher than that Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't look like a total washout over the weekend, but it's definitely a busier, more active weather pattern where we're kind of going to be in a squeeze play right here in Louisiana between this area of high pressure that's going to eject out to the east and this big developing digging trough out to the southwestern United States. So everything can kind of line up right in between these two areas, and that puts Texas and Louisiana in the track of some developing storms. That's going to be the deal Saturday and Sunday. What does the European model have to say about it? Maybe a couple of scattered showers and storms on Friday. There you see it there. But then the stronger stuff begins to develop. There you can see there really will be a severe threat for Texas and for the Midwest. By the time this line gets here, the European model says that it should weaken just enough, but we will get a couple of brief heavy downpours here. This is right around 8 p.m. Saturday. So again, your Saturday evening plans, Saturday late in the afternoon, if they're outside, you might need to bring them indoors. Meanwhile, we're expecting a general inch to an inch and a half. The farther south you go, the lesser the amounts get. Meanwhile, for today, there's the locked in 40% chance. Going to be a mostly cloudy day, but maybe we'll sneak in a little bit of sunshine here and there. Then for tonight, we'll go right back down to 0. Going to be mild and muggy again with low temperatures not so low, down to the mid 60s. So even though the rain chances go up over the 7-day forecast, notice how the temperatures, both the highs and the lows, they're not going to budge. And again, Saturday and Sunday, they don't look like washouts, but definitely keep that WAFB weather app ready to go and keep that umbrella ready to rock and roll.
Boy, no kidding.